What's happening, everybody? We are on top of Mount Mitchell, which is the highest peak east of the Mississippi, and there are no clouds covering tonight. Follow up to last week's episode, which you'll see a link up top. I'm shooting hyperlapse or time-lapse photography videos for stock, and these are 10 to 15 second clips. But tonight I'm doing something a little bit different. One, I'm catching the sunset, which you see over here. Again, I apologize if there's any noise. I do have a microphone on order now, so it'll help alleviate the wind noise, but it won't be until this weekend. I also have a second camera that I've got set up over here, and this one is shooting down into the valley. I've got a 15 to 30 millimeter lens set up on this. It is set up at 30 millimeters, and this one is firing off every 10 seconds. And basically what I'm trying to do is catch the shadows as they move across and hopefully get a little bit of golden light in there. On my main camera here, step over here again to block the wind. This is a 70 to 200 lens. I'm shooting at about 135 millimeters. This one's firing off every 30 seconds. Now last week we had fast moving clouds and I was doing 4-second intervals between exposures. The reason I'm doing 30-second interval on this is because I'm catching the sunset, and the sun doesn't move as fast as what the clouds were. So I have to go for a longer period of time. This particular one, at 30 seconds, I'm shooting 2 hours worth. So, if you do your math correctly, every 30 seconds for 2 hours is 240 exposures. 240 exposures is going to give me, at 24 frames per second, a 10-second clip, which is what I'm looking for. And after that 2 hours, the sun should be down below the peaks over here, give me a good golden light over the top, and we'll catch a great sunset. Now this one, like I said, this one's firing off every 10 seconds, and this one's not going to go nearly as long. The sun is going to drop below the peak of Mount Mitchell here, casting a shadow throughout the valley and the other mountains over here, way before the sun ever actually sets. So you have to do a little bit of math when you figure out how you want to do your time lapses, and it all depends on what you want to shoot. So there's the math behind it. There's the two cameras I'm shooting. One other thing I want to explain. Let me come back over here to block the wind. I got the idea of shooting the time lapses from another YouTube landscape photographer, Brent Hall, and it was in a video that Brent did that you'll see up top, and I'll link it at the end of this video as well. The name of the video was Why I Don't Shoot Long Exposures. If you follow some of the other YouTube photographers, especially like Thomas Heaton, he loves long exposures and he has great images with them. But the reason Brent does not do that is because he wants to shoot these time lapses for stock photography because he can make good money off of it. And by shooting the time lapses, he can also pull whatever image he wants to out of those 240 or 360 images that he takes, edit it, and submit the single image to stock as well. So he's double dipping for shooting the same thing, where if he was to shoot a long exposure, he gets one shot, he's sending it in, is done. So that makes sense, and it was a brilliant idea. Thanks for enlightening me on that, Brent. That was awesome. So once we finish with the sunset over here, you'll see the clips, and we're going to do one more time lapse tonight, hopefully, because we've got clear skies. We'll keep our fingers crossed that this will work out. I'll save that for later. And but you'll see these two clips, and then we'll talk some more. See you in a second. Now, I'm not going to go into how to edit each individual photo on a time lapse because that's just kind of redundant. Basically, I'm going to pull that into Lightroom, edit the first shot, and then I'll take that same photo and sync the settings for the remainder of them. That way it gets everything done nice, easy. If you have dust spots, it's easy to take care of those dust spots, and then when you do your sync, make sure that it takes care of dust spots throughout all of them. And you're looking at, you know, a 10-15 second process. And I'll work with Lightroom on some stock images later on for you as well. But the main thing I want to do here is show you how to edit those images into a video. I've got a simple program here. It's called Movie Maker. It's the Windows Movie Maker, and you can't get this with the new Windows updates. It's just so happened that I had it, so I still use it, and it's an easy program to use. So what we're going to do is take the images, and I'm going to pull from actually the images I did from the first video, and do that first. Alright, so we grab the images, and all it is you take them, drag and drop. Okay, so now all of those images are on Movie Maker. Now to fix this, I got to go up to the duration bar, and this is going to be in any type of setup you got, any of your movie making software. I think you have iMovie for the Mac. Used to have YouTube Creator used to have an editor where you could do this too. I'm not sure if that's still in play or not. I would have to get on YouTube to look at that. But there's a number of programs. All you're doing is dragging and dropping all of the individual images. Set the duration for 0.04 seconds for all of them. You'll see this is a 9.6 clip here. And then when I hit play, you'll see how it does the hyperlapse. 10-second clip. I take that, I save it, then I choose which stock company I'm going to send it to. Shutterstock, Dreamtime, iStock with Getty. I think all of those take time lapses. I think Dreamtime you can upload directly to Dreamtime, where Shutterstock you have to send any of your video files through a FTP server such as FileZilla, is what I use. And do that. Once it's uploaded, you go in and you're going to set whether it's commercial or editorial use, and it's good to go. So that is the tutorial on time lapses part 2 for stock photography / video, and we'll see you next time.